And hello everybody. I'm making sure that my voice is definitely coming out there to you all. How are we all doing today? I hope we're all doing great this evening. My name is Josh. I am one of the other hosts that generally hosts the online trivia alongside usually Darren Rosetta, which is the other Canberra host in the area. Unfortunately, for the time being, Darren will not be able to do online hosting for the next few months. He is currently getting better, I guess would be the best way to put it, in Queensland right now. So he will be out of action, I guess, for a good few months. So for the time being, you will have, of course, me, you will have Justin, and I believe that Time Out are trying to find a third host to do every other third week. So hopefully we'll have 3 hosts rotating around doing online for you all in this very troubling time regarding Omicron and all that jazz. So, but let's not talk about Omicron. Let's talk about trivia. We are all playing trivia on YouTube today. You will need to make sure that while you are watching the feed today, that your live stream is live as much as possible. You will see the red dot there. That red dot is going to be on as red. If that dot is red, that means you are live. If that dot is not red and instead is just a grey colour, then you will unfortunately not be live, and you'll need to hit that button again to make sure that it is live. Now, I'm currently being told here, according to the chat, that there is a large lag on the audio. Interesting. Alright, I'm going to do something which I don't usually do right now. I'm going to mute myself for a moment, just so I can get a view of it myself by loading it up on YouTube. So I'm going to have a look and we'll see what it looks. We'll see what it looks like on my end. I muted it too early. Okay, interesting. So, interesting stuff there. I myself, looking at myself, which is something that I usually always do, right? I didn't notice much of a audio lag. I don't know if it'll really affect the actual game too much, but we'll see what happens. But on my end, it didn't look that bad at all. So we're going to be ready to go here. We have all our teams hitting the big red button on the buzzers to get the numbers spinning, and I'm sure you can see the numbers right now. If you hit the button, they will spin. Some people are going to mash that button. It's very important. So currently we had 35 tickets on dock, and we have 32 teams currently in the game. As always, the pin number will always be there in the upper corner. So if you are joining late, you can always join in whenever you want. Let's play that countdown music. Hopefully. bit slower than what we usually say, but not the slowest that I've seen. So it's not looking too bad right now. Just have to go over a few rules before we jump into it tonight. The first rule, of course, is do not cheat. Do not use Google or any search engine like Bing or Yahoo or anything like that to find answers. That is against the rules of the game. That kind of defeats the purpose of what we're here to do. The other rule is do not collude. How much this will be affected is, we'll see what happens, but do not discuss answers with other teams. Definitely don't discuss answers in the chat, because we will see that. But if you've got a couple teams at your household, do not discuss answers between your teams, please. Okay. So with that all done, we're going to have our first practice questions. We can see just how bad the internet connection is. And we'll see what happens for this practice question. It's worth no points. We're just making sure of the YouTube delay, etc., compared to what we're seeing, what you're seeing on your app in terms of the timer versus what you are seeing on YouTube. Make sure your YouTube is live. Make sure the red dot is there so we can get an accurate display. Wait a few seconds so you can get a good idea over what the difference between the two is. And hopefully we'll be seeing some good numbers. We'll see what happens. Alright, so there's 10 seconds left on that clock. 32 teams sitting on the board right now. Alright, it is time obviously for the moment of truth. And did I hit the button? I did. The moment of truth is 4 to 5 is pretty bad, pretty majority. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to quickly stop the stream for a moment, and then we will reload the stream, and hopefully that will sort out a lot of the delays that people are having. 4 to 5 isn't terrible. This is actually a pretty decent outlook, but we would of course prefer to have 1 to 3 majority. So we are going to stop the stream for a moment, and we'll bring it back up very, very shortly. We will see you all